Heartbeat in the Brain is a 1970 documentary film about Amanda Fielding's self-transplant operation. She is a British scientist, artist, and drug policy reformer, best known for her research into consciousness and psychoactive drugs such as cannabis, MDA, and LSD, which she conducts through her non-profit organization, the Beckley Foundation. These hypotheses have never been medically proven, nor is a practice recommended by doctors. After failing to find a doctor willing to perform the operation on her, she performs it herself. The film was a collection of footage from the operation and of her pet pigeon, Birdie. Its first known public screening was in 1978 at the Soydam Gallery in New York, in which at least one audience member fainted. The film was thought by many to be completely lost due to its few screenings. However, the film was screened again in April 2011 at the Institute of Contemporary Arts in London. The entire film has never surfaced online, although several snippets can be seen in Ellie Cabilio's 1998 documentary about the subject, A Hole in the Head. In 2021, new clips of the film surfaced in Season 3, Episode 6 of the show Hamilton's Pharmacopoeia. On March 9, 2001, in Rodenburg, Germany, 39-year-old Armin Moos and Bernd Brandes met after organizing over the internet to have Brandes killed and eaten by Moos, who had developed a fetish for cannibalism over his lifetime. The two originally corresponded through a now-defunct fantasy cannibalism forum after Moos posted an ad seeking a willing victim to be methodically killed for the purpose of being consumed. An archive of the forum can still be accessed today from the Wayback Machine. After several failed attempts to bait a victim, Moos' post eventually caught the attention of Brandes, who also had a cannibalism fetish. However, differing from Moos in that rather than consuming human flesh, he decided to be consumed. Shortly after his arrival, Brandes requested that Moos bite his penis off, although this proved too difficult and it eventually had to be cut off with a knife. Brandes then attempted to eat his penis raw, but was unsuccessful due to its chewiness, prompting Moos to fry it in a pan with some of Brandes' fat, combined with additional spices and marinade. Following this, Brandes was placed in a bathtub where he bled out for 3 hours as Moos read a Star Trek novel. Moos then proceeded to hang the body before slowly eating it. The event was found recorded in its entirety on a 2-hour videotape found in Moos' camera upon his arrest in December of 2002. Over the next 10 months following the killing, Moos stored the body parts in his freezer and is said to have eaten up to 20 kilograms of Brandes' flesh. The tape has been held under lock and key by German authorities ever since. On May 23, 1999, professional wrestler Owen Hart fell from the rafters of the Kemp Arena in Kansas City during a pay-per-view taping of WWF Over the Edge. The filmed fatal incident occurred while doing a stunt where he was to be lowered into the ring by a harness. He was supposed to unlatch his harness when he was a few feet above the ring, causing him to fall flat on his face for comedic effect. The harness was accidentally unlatched prematurely, causing Hart to fall 24 meters chest first onto the top rope, flinging violently into the ring. Once the cameras cut back to the arena, ring announcers Jerry Lawler and Jim Ross explained to the audience what was happening, and the arena's cameras were pointed away from the ring in respect to the paramedics working to stabilize his condition. The event was postponed for 15 minutes before WWF CEO Vince McMahon made the decision to continue the event. 1 hour after the event resumed, Lawler and Ross appeared on camera once more to deliver the news that Hart had passed away from his injuries. A YouTube user by the name of Chris Bresserman said that he was in attendance and witnessed the fall, who said that Hart's body folded like an accordion. Since WWF's cameras were rolling at the time of the incident, footage of Hart's fatal fall exists on tape. The remainder of the event was only available online in the form of bootleg VHS recordings made during the event until the launch of the WWE Network in February 2014. While the pay-per-view is available on the service, it was edited to not include the aftermath of the fall and the announcement of Hart's death by Jim Ross. On February 10, 1976, one of Sesame Street's most controversial episodes to date aired for the first time and only time. Episode 847 starred Margaret Hamilton, reprising her role as the Wicked Witch of the West from the classic 1939 film The Wizard of Oz. The central plot of the episode involves the witch losing her magic broom while flying over Sesame Street, only to have it wind up in the hands of David, who refuses to return it, skeptical towards the witch's intentions. Out of all the Sesame Street's residents, the only one to react favorably towards the witch is Oscar, even to the point of developing a crush on her. Although Big Bird also eventually warms to the witch and is saddened when she leaves, comically dropping a broom for a second time as the episode ends. In the days following the episode's airing, a barrage of complaints were received by the Children's Television Workshop. The majority were from angered parents whose children had been traumatized by Hamilton's frightening guest appearance. Due to the episode's overwhelmingly poor reception, several additional test screenings were held the following month. Although the results were generally inconclusive, with a large portion of the test audience appearing fascinated by the witch rather than scared on account of her green face, it has not been aired or shown publicly in any form since. In February 2019, it was announced that over 4,500 episodes of Sesame Street over its 49 seasons would be archived in the American Archive of Public Broadcasting. It is possible that episode 847 could be included in the episodes being archived, but this is not confirmed. Jim Henson Legacy President Craig Sheeman hosted a screening of clips from the episode at the Museum of the Moving Image in New York City on November 24, 2019, as part of a Lost and Found event celebrating Sesame Street's 50th anniversary. La Rosa de Guadalupe is a Mexican TV show created by Carlos Masado Urduna in 2008. It centers around contemporary Mexican life while also touching on themes such as drug addiction, sexual harassment, and pop culture. Despite the show's popularity, the show has been widely criticized for its bland acting, poor handling of current trends, as well as its direct attacks on many communities. On July 12, 2012, in the state of Mexico, El Campamento Colibri was the victim of an attack conducted by an armed group comprised of 12 people. Approximately 90 people at the camp were attacked, with 17 being tortured, sexually harassed, and robbed of their personal items. The perpetrators of the attack were soon caught and prosecuted. When the sneak peek aired on August 10th, the parents of the victims sent various complaints to the president of Televisa, who were the owners of Rosa de Guadalupe. The parents protested the decision to air the episode and demanded for the episode to not be aired. As a result, the episode never saw the light of day. Despite this, some claim that the episode did air later during mid-2013 or 2014, but this has not been confirmed. The only fragment available is the initial sneak peek. The current status of the episode is unknown since it has not been confirmed if Televisa still has a copy of the episode or if the remaining copies were destroyed. But considering the initial controversy that surrounded the episode, it is unlikely for the episode to resurface anytime soon.